Hello guys, let's start creating a class. So let's prefer I have an employee class. Okay, I'm going to create an employee now. So we know that our syntax is creating class. Class is a keyword and the class name employee. Make sure it starts with the capital and the colon. So whatever you're returning inside this, it all belongs to the class. Okay, let me create a two variables here, name and designation. So my name is John Dennis and his designation is salesman. Okay. Okay. So I have a class and I have two variables inside my class. How I'm going to access it? Okay. The first thing, you need to create an object for the employee class so you can access those members of the class or methods of the class. Here it's a members. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a object for the employee. So the syntax is a simple variable name, for example emp, and the class name employee with the brace open and close brackets. Okay, so with the help of emp you can access the members inside the employee class. Even though if you have methods, you can access the methods as well. Okay, let me print. Let me put it like hello, my name is John and my designation is dot format amp dot sorry amp dot, because emp is my reference my employee, so name comma amp dot designation. Okay, that's pretty simple, right? So just see class and the class name and the class members. I have two variables and I created an object to access those members inside the class, and I'm just printing that data. So with the help of the object reference emp dot name and emp dot designation. Okay, let's run this. We'll see what is our expected outcome. Okay, whether it is coming right. So our expected outcome is my name is John Dennis and my designation is salesman. Let's run this. Run module. Cool. So we got, sorry, cool. We got the expected output. So my name is John Dennis and my designation is salesman. Okay. Okay. What else we can do here? So what will happen if I have a method over here? If I want to access the method. Okay. Let's write a simple method here. Definition. Say hello and write the print. Hello Python. Okay, so I printed the employee information here. The same way I'm going to call the say hello method. So the way how you're calling the met the members nothing but the variables. The same way you need to call the method as well, but you need to use the close and open brackets. Okay, let me call emp dot say hello. So our expected outcome is my name is John Dennis and my designation is salesman, and then it will print hello Python. Got it? Okay, let's run this. What happened here? say hello takes 0 positional but argument but 1 was given. There is another important thing. Okay, whenever you write a method in Python, you need to make sure you need to provide a parameter here. It's a user defined parameter, but in the standard way people are using something called self. Okay, so what basically is happening is whenever you create a class, or sorry, whenever you create a object for a particular class, this particular object reference is replaced with this self. For example, if you're calling this say hello method, emp will replace the self. Okay, so just make sure this is what happen if you're not use the first parameter. In our case we'll take it as a self, but it's a user defined. You can give it a, b, or whatever you want. It's just a variable name. Okay, so say hello and self. Okay, now what we can do is let's run it again. So what I'm saying is the self has been replaced with the emp. Okay, so you can access all the members and methods inside the you can access the methods. Let me run this. Cool. See, now we got the expected outcome. Hello, my name is John Dennis and my designation is a salesman. And yeah, hi message from my method. Okay. Okay. So here, if you take a look at it, I have an employee, but I'm kind of hard coding some data here. Does it looks good? No, it is not. So this is where the default constructor comes into place. Okay. Normally in other pretty much other languages, the default constructor will have the same as the class name. Like if you have class name called employee, the default constructor should be like emploi a, something like this. But Python it's different. So Python, the default constructor is definition underscore init, I mean init, and as I mentioned self. Okay, so this is the default constructor. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to keep these two under this method. So now the name and designation is available in the default. What will happen whenever you create a object reference for a class, the default constructor will default. It is called by default. Okay, so when I create a emp is equal to employee, the default constructor has been called already. Okay, so the first key self is most important thing. It should be there always in any methods. Okay, so let me pass some additional parameters. I want to pass some name and designation runtime. Okay, so what we can do is instead of hard coding the data, we can directly get the information from the user. Okay, or the data which is passed to the constructor. Okay, so what we can do is we can replace this and replace this, but even still it looks strange why its name is equal to name set destination is equal to designations. Okay, but we need to make sure this particular name belongs to the this particular employee object. So this is a reference, so use this as a reference here. Okay, so self.name. So what will happen when you create an employee name? Emp is equal to employee, it becomes emp.name and emp.designations, because as I said earlier, that self has been replaced with the object which you created. Got it? Okay, so now what we are going to do is, okay, how I'm going to pass the informations now. When you create an object, so you need to initially there is no constructor. Now we do have a default constructor which will accept the name and designations. Okay, let's pass the name and designation here. John Dennis, and the second parameter is designation, which is nothing but salesman. So what's the difference between the previous program and this program? The previous program, the data has been hard coded, but now it is passed from the user. So what could be the expected outcome? Okay, when I run this program, we are expecting it will print my name is John Dennis and my designation is salesman. The outcome is the same, but the data how we are passing to that class is different. So this is our previous outcome. We are expecting the same now. See, it's cool. It's a powerful way of handling the classes and the class methods and the members. Okay, so this is how you need to create a class and you need to create an object inside, and what else you can do here? You can override the data because here this EMP already has a John Dennis and salesman. In case I want to I override the salesman or the name. So the name is John, not John Dennis. It's John Dennis Matthew. So we are expecting my name is John Dennis Matthew and my designation is salesman. Okay, this has been overridden here. Let's run this. Okay, so hello Python. My name is John Dennis Matthew. See, previously it's John Dennis. This is how you need to play with the objects. Okay, or if you want, you can print like this also. So my name and designation, this is before and this is after. Just run this. See, my name is John Dennis the first time. The before the object has been overrated and after overrated John Dennis Matthew. This looks great. Okay, so just play around with the classes because it will take some time to understand the whole logic about the classes, but it's pretty simple. Okay, so in the upcoming next videos we are going to discuss about the major concepts like polymorphism and inheritance. Okay, so let's each other in the next video. Thank you.